This is the live broadcast of President Mahama's Northern Region Reset Ghana Tour. You saw in our earlier broadcast at Bimbila, where he cast sword for the construction of 24-hour model markets. And so he's proceeded to another location, now the KUKUO in Tamale. He's also going to cast sword for the construction of the same project, which is the 24-hour model market, to accelerate development and when it comes to economic growth in that region. And so of course the 24-hour economy is taking shape from the market, and that is what President Mahama is doing. So let's join the live feed and enjoy what he has for us as president and as a country, as we await for him to unravel what he has in the bucket for the people of KUKUO in the Tamale. This is part of the Northern Region Reset Ghana Tour by President John Dramani Mahama. My name is Godfrey Amwafo. Let's join the feed right now.
Our market, and we are just witnessing the cutting of sword of one of them at KUKUO, which is in the Tamale South District. And it's not just in KUKUO, the president did the same sword cutting in Bimbala and in all the 16 districts in the northern region. The significance is that job creation is not just about the formal sector employment, where you get the job and then you wear the tie and go and sit in an air-conditioned car. This kind of infrastructure development creates huge opportunity for people to self-employ themselves, for people to have the opportunity to be able to pass their trade, choosing professions, and for people to have the comfort and the luxury of the environment that give them the opportunity to realize their growth. And if you look at the way these buildings have been designed, as is put there, it's not just the market, but there are auxiliary facilities that help people who have kids to be able to stay somewhere and work. We have post offices, we have police stations, and all those auxiliaries that make it big. It's not just about the 24-hour market. There are other significant developments. We have about 5,000 auditorium building that has been done at the Ghana Secondary School. We have classrooms below that's been done, about 300-seater classroom below that's been done in the Ghana Secondary School. We have similar interventions that has been done at the Tamale Training College and several other institutions.
Unfortunately, we have to end here because the president, as we speak, has just mounted the podium and the national anthem will be played. But before you go, I'll wait for the
Thank you. The fire. Le songo pahmia soro. Kabanong adua kate cheti jima pune nomia soro. We are
hear what the people have to say at the grassroots level. For you, what are some of the other expectations? Because the president talked about big push projects. The Tamale inner roads are captured. What are some of the other things that are key to the people? Water, I'm told, is another concern here.
So apart from the infrastructure, it's also about water. Water is one of our biggest challenges we face here. But if you look at the manifesto of the NDC government, there is a serious provision for water that will be drawn from Damongo to Tamale to Yendi. So the water problem is gradually being resolved. There was a budget approval for it in the last parliament. So definitely it's not just about the infrastructure, it's not just about addressing the needs, but it's also about opening up the government processes for questioning. So one of the activities in the itinerary of the president tomorrow is a public forum at the UDS auditorium.
And I hope you'll be there. Of course, the program has formally started. So thank you very much for being with us. That's the MP for Tamale Central. So cross over to the podium where announcement of the second sword curtain for a 24-hour market economy.
Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawm Ad-Din. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن الحمد لله problem بلاوني لكم لنا نفوق صوتي ونلتتي دنيا جلم لنا محمد وزمن بو كان ملا موتتي نو مانا دم ما اقول كويكا ولي تمل داو يلا تاجني دفاي كو oyi كمان داو على البلان ودي كسر بندي يودو يبام كوين سوي وزن تساب بتم بوله كتبي بندي مبادر ما زوا كدابي كبني شيء نيكوام مكوام كان يركنا ونيني يسلنيلا ومن نيما نيلا أوبتما نافم بلا روتونا سومو the president Mahama dola somo tuma dola tuwana saraje la kamna wanya ochendi no lambraza dola ngulo the jilmela lo haruna mi mulka tsura dola malma bukata kato nasara din numbu dola ngulo chendi no labna minister masa tsura dola somba tunan wami tsura dola bizaman bo bulan yin pando na wuli ne yarsar da tinye zuwa so mun za biye malbune bal mami zo sun ba ma zo tunan ma dona din da ruwa dona son miya dona champa me so dona pa mi so dona son de tumban zuwa mami ko maltise dona so banya dabi mana loginya dona son miya وإذا سألك عبادي عني فإني قريب أجيب دعوة الداعي إذا دعاني فليستجيبوا لي وليمضوا لعلهم يشكرون ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين سبحان ربك
ما يصفوا السلام عليكم.
to na palme mbale mam da duama to poya kapae mba alhaji Mohammed Abdel Salam, Chief Imam Central Mosque Tamale to Paya. Thank you. We are now moving straight to the program itself. As we move along with the program, we will do the necessary introductions. It will interest His Excellency to note that this evening our revered chiefs and clergy, they have turned out in their numbers to witness this historic occasion. I would mention in person the chiefs who are here so that we will call a representative of Inyabe Guchena, Mr. Mohammed Abdul Rashad. He is coming to deliver the message on behalf of Inyabe Guchena. But before then, Tejima Pune ne socialite na mwasane ye berge ye yinchaya mpangma kan ko pilge nkana tuli tamale bolana ya bolana obe tejimo pune te poya kapai tamale Dr. Isaac yawe guma tuna obe jimo pune te poya kapai yabe wurshe kuko na obe jingo pune yabe soana ko be jingo pune na ba prepamvona obe jingo pune mba gucha wulana obe te jingo pune te poya kapai yi lamna salchi be chongo tamale da chama obe chongo te paya ka lamna wurshana mamma guchao wurshana o beijingo pune o yale ka dango yan zango te puya ka pai ka kana te pu ka pai na bapre Alhaji Mohammed Idrisu lamashana o be te jingo pune te paya ka lamna te koge te nana mapulu te male na bapre banvum lana Alhaji Zublim Abdullahi o be jingo pune te paya denye Ambaria Islamic Institute bayina pam ama ngun gartu ni zamba kananye Sheikh Alhaji Tanko ngunum be tone kaba kana nye mbapre afa Kamal Jin ko gaza pahe Central Mosque delegation ma pune te paya te parti ni kura gaza bechi iyam bolla Mr. Mohammed Abdul Rashad yaw guchao secretary be guchana secretary ko kana te zang tongna zelum kom ni yeshele nti Speaker Belma be yomani ma tangma kamna chongom baza mi to no benzang ta de akejima pune te paya
ampoya ka papa poika nzang na yawu kena mine nana maza zelum kom zanti yantila Regional Communication Director NDC nanjirla palonzo bo anayile kala nyawu kena secretary I know security member we jam no post no I propose go to na film to so mpuya ka papa mbe no yeto awala da ba sa hakyan ya yen zan la ke kazan nan maza be zelon kom zan son tatan ban sur lara woni nye gilmala John Dramani Mahama mpuya ka papa I am going to present this address on behalf of the chiefs of Northern Region and more specifically Guchagu, Bamvum, Lamashegu traditional area. Mr. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, a product of KUKUO Secondary School, permit me. Honorable Ministers of State, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished traditional leaders, religious leaders, opinion leaders, friends from the media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored and privileged to gather here today for this historic occasion, the soft cutting ceremony for the construction of the 24-hour market in Guchagu traditional area, specifically Wurshe traditional area, where we have KUKUO Secondary School. On behalf of the chiefs and people of Guchagu and the entire Dagbon, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama for his visionary leadership and commitment to improving livelihoods through the 24-hour economy initiative. This bold and forward-thinking policy demonstrates a clear understanding of the economic needs of our people, particularly in enhancing trade, creating jobs, and promoting inclusive growth. We also wish to sincerely commend Your Excellency for the ongoing road construction and infrastructure development in Tamale. These projects are significantly improving transportation, easing the movement of goods and people, and enhancing economic activity in the metropolis. The impact is already being felt by our communities, and we are truly grateful for this important intervention. Furthermore, we acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of government in addressing the perennial water crisis that has affected our community for many years. Access to reliable and safe water remains a fundamental necessity for both domestic use and the economic activity. We are encouraged by the steps being taken to expand water infrastructure and improve supply within Tamale and its surrounding areas. Your Excellency, the importance of water to the success of the 24-hour economy cannot be overstated. A functional 24-hour market depends heavily on the availability of water for sanitation, food processing, preservation, and general hygiene. Traders, food vendors, and consumers alike require consistent water supply to operate effectively and safely at all hours. We are confident that the ongoing water interventions will greatly enhance the viability and sustainability of this market and the broader 24-hour economy initiative. Today marks not just the beginning of a fiscal structure, but the dawn of new opportunities for our community. This 24-hour market will serve as a hub of commerce, empowering traders, artisans, farmers, and entrepreneurs to expand their businesses beyond traditional hours. It will stimulate economic activity, increase productivity, and ultimately improve the standard of living of our people. Your Excellency, this initiative resonates strongly with us as people. Kukuo has long been known for its industrial spirit, and this project will further unlock the potential of our hard-working men and women. It will especially benefit our youth and women, providing them with avenues for employment and economic independence. However, Your Excellency, we humbly wish to draw your attention to a pressing challenge confronting our farmers: the persistent glut and low patronage of locally produced agricultural goods. Despite the hard work and dedication of our farmers, many continue to suffer losses due to limited market access, inadequate storage facilities, and insufficient value addition. We respectfully appeal to your good office to consider policies and interventions that will address this situation. Measures such as strengthening agro-processing industries, improving storage and preservation systems, facilitating access to wider markets, and promoting the consumption of locally produced goods will go a long way in resolving this challenge. We believe that the success of the 24-hour market will be greatly enhanced if deliberate efforts are made to ensure that local agricultural produce is fully integrated into its operations. We wish to assure you of our full support and cooperation in ensuring the successful completion and sustainability of this project. As traditional leaders, we will work closely with all stakeholders to maintain peace, unity, and a conducive environment for development. We also take this opportunity to appeal for the extension of similar development projects to other parts of our community, particularly in areas such as roads, education, healthcare, and sanitation to complement this initiative. Before I conclude, I want to commend our two illustrious MCs, that is that of Sanaru and the Tamale Metropolis. In fact, President, we thank you very much. They are a blessing to us. In conclusion, we once again express our profound appreciation to Your Excellency for bringing this transformative project to Kukuo. May this market stand as a lasting symbol of progress, unity, and prosperity for generations to come. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, spokesperson for Nyabe Guchena, the Paya, or Poyaka Pai, Tungban Zolana, or Boro Sonzan Jende to Tudumana, Kalela me Konzanti, Yeto Amora, Dembian Pai. Tejima Kuya Jo Zaunoma, Zaunakpa, and Nuzazongo to Noha, Warlongo Jango, Tim Chelonga. The National Vice Chairman Mbala Chief Sofo Azoka Murenjiamaha. Thank you. Pajangunji Onyango Munye Honorable Dr. Agnes Namumu, Gender, Children and Social Protection Minister, Tepaya. I also have at my back, I think he just joined, Honorable Governor Minta Akando, Minister for Health. Tomorrow he is taking us to Tamale Teaching Hospital, so we'll come out and support you, Honorable. Thank you. Honorable Bukare Nipe is here, Minister for Transport and MP for Sabuba. Thank you. Okay, we will come back and complete the introductions. But at this point in time, I will humbly invite the Honorable Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, to come and give us a brief remarks. Honorable Minister, you are welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Our revered Wipena representatives and the revered chiefs, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana and Africa's Continental Affairs Vice President, my brother, the Member of Parliament for Tamale South, our senior Ghana's most experienced, longest serving current cabinet minister, colleagues, ministers of state, senior government officials, my brothers and distinguished, highly valued and hard-working metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, our security corps present, my brothers and sisters for the media fraternity, since I have only 2 minutes, good evening. Your Excellency, this is Tamale Metropolitan Assembly's market, and it is the biggest in the northern region. The details, since it is your vision, I'm not surprised they are getting the biggest. I was told you live most of your life here, and the Minister for Education is also here. This is a metro model 1, the biggest in the country. Thank you very much, and I leave the details for the visionary, the one who was pregnant with the vision, to come and give birth to the vision. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ahmed, Minister for Local Government and Rural Development. We also have in our midst Honorable Eric Opoku, Minister for Food and Agriculture. He just sneaked in, but we have seen him. Thank you. So we are inviting Member of Parliament for this very constituency and also Minister for Education, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, to come and give his speech. Thank you.
Your Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, senior colleague ministers, Honorable Minister Agric Eric Opoku, Honorable Ahmed, Honorable Nipe, Honorable Health Akando, Honorable Joyce Bawa, Honorable Felix Kwachi. Yes, so yamaka yel dagban lebjala kakuche ka tengban zolan yina ka omena na matena de na achika ka ye swalma tule banvam lana lamashana wurshena yabda chumana guchena pambana ambareya tule eporo sonka yampo yango nzonga yumpishi dana jempa bakwa edba kamba kana tamalongo ama banda dama mani fabla ni nawon kana na chenya vilma pangma edagonia kamyen na ambare ya fanma gamama dar halne zongo na onne yosamle na on chare zantarga na onne yosam gandele. Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama is here, and for the media, listen well. President Mahama's vision over the 24-hour economy goes beyond the initiation and establishment of 24-hour markets. It is his vision to reposition value addition to every primary local produce Ghanaian product in Ghana. That will change the opportunity for our farmers. So when you hear John Dramani Mahama's 24-hour economy is the anchor pivotal vehicle to drive his industrialization agenda as President of the Republic of Ghana. In the 24-hour economy, President Mahama will offer strategic incentives to those who want to site industry and factories across Ghana to do value addition. from shea nut to soya bean to mango and others and to rice. The Mpahayi Mamandaya Nagbalpin check up Benamal Karambanama. John Dramani Mahama Katana Mala Kamal Karambanama. Tene yada pune ti yada pune. Ambapre won di filaza gutena netena na ma. Long wontane te tere President Mahama. Ne yengo bando ya nang shalti te zo no nang de shano so ashipta ne sukuru te takaza yene za kwene nyala kom. Takaza yene. But in John Mahama we trust that he will fix the Tamale Damango water crisis for us. So zombla nyamba preso yene honorable or bianca we chanting mass palama President Mahama no en vialegla yongo ka vialega palama dongo no aira maserenzo Jisona yenu aki mwasro na so yene ozo mabu mwasunguna President Mahama nere nzantarga lalabla yenna. Then finally in the run up to the campaign, those of us who accompanied President Mahama, we use 3 words to describe him: compassion, judgment, and humility. Those of you who doubt his compassion value, that is why he has reduced fuel prices. That is a compassionate heart. That he's saying that fuel prices, he feels how you feel, and even in difficulties, he will take the necessary decision to cushion Ghanaians. Then judgment. Ompano Bwamia. Nunkoi. The Kataman Nunkupam Manka Kuko what the gas is now. There's no name Traya. Honorable Mayor, all the mayors here, we recognize you. And then to Prove Joyce Bauer, we recognize you. I now have the singular honor to introduce to you Oepule Opaneme. Lapse Yaletema, Oepule Excellency John Dramani Mahama, your audience. Now this so.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, my younger brother, Haruna. Let me begin by acknowledging our traditional leaders, and thank you for your patience in waiting for us. This morning, we had to go all the way to Bimbilla. To begin there, we cut short for their 24-hour economy market, and from there, we came to the Bimbilla College of Education to inspect a 300 student hostel block that is being built there. And then from there, Honorable Suini wanted to take us all round to Nyoni, and we refused. So we went to inspect the road. We inspected the beginning of the road that is still in Tamale South, or is it in Tamale North? Oh, it's in Tamale North. So we inspected the outer ring road, and when that is finished, it will divert the traffic out of the center of town. So those going to Bolga, instead of coming through town center, they will turn right and then come out on the airport road and continue. And then from there we came straight here. So we're here to cut short for the 24-hour economy market for Tamale Metropolitan Authority. Indeed, I was remarking to Haruna, I said I didn't believe that in Tamale we'll be able to get a land as big as this, 3.5 acres for this market. So I want to thank the traditional rulers, the mayors, and everybody who worked to be able to locate this land. I was born and bred in Tamale, and I know that land is virtually finished. Every place in Tamale Central, I didn't know there would be land like this. So we want to thank you for securing this land. Work is going to start, and it is going to go fast. We've given the contractor 24 months. but most of the contractors assure us that we'll be able to come and commission before the end of 24 months. As the local government minister said, this is the biggest size that metropolitan assemblies are getting. The 24-hour market is in different models depending on the size of the metropolis or municipal or district, or if it's a rural district, the size differs. So this is the biggest size of all 24-hour markets. And as Haruna said, this is just a component of the whole 24-hour economy initiative. The 24-hour economy initiative is a much bigger concept than just the markets. The markets are a small aspect of it to stimulate economic activity in the districts and other rural areas. They are supposed to serve as a link between the farmers and the households. And so the farmers will be able to bring their crops here, they will be sold, and then people will buy from here and take home to eat. So it provides an outlet for the crops that the farmers grow. And so this particular one has so many facilities in it because it is designed to operate for all day round. And so morning, afternoon, evening, if you come there, you'll be able to get something to do or to buy. And so it's got a police station, which will be a permanent police station for the market and surrounding areas. And so it will be a police station. There's going to be a fire service station in the market. And so it will be for the market and all the surrounding areas in the event of a fire. It will have its own clinic, and the clinic will have 6 beds in it. And so they can admit people, observe them. If they need to be transferred, they'll be sent quickly to the Tamale hospital. It's got a pharmacy. So if you go to the clinic and they need medicine, there's a pharmacy just next door. You can get all your medicines that you want from the pharmacy. It's got a market manager's office. The market will have a manager, he'll have a secretary, he'll have a small staff. And so they have an office in the market so that they will administer the market, make sure that everything is running properly. It's got an environmental office. So there will be an environmental officer to make sure that the market is kept clean and hygienic, and surroundings of the market are all kept hygienic and clean. And then it will have an information office. So if you get to the market and you want to know where they sell what or where the pharmacy is, there'll be a small information office. You go there, they'll direct you where to go in the market. And the information office will have an announcer. And so if you come with your child to the market and you can't find your child, you are separated, your child is missing, you go to the information office, they'll announce that there's a child missing, and so anybody who has found the child should bring the child to the information office. It is going to have 71 lockable shops. That is shops that you can lock. They have gates. And then it will have 132 open sheds. And so in the middle of the market, those who sell yams, vegetables, dry okra and all that, they will be in the middle. And they will have an open shed, and each of them will have their own stalls. And then it will have an open pavement. That one is free for all. And that one can take about 160 small tables. And so those who cannot afford the shop, they cannot afford the stalls in the middle, there is the open free for all. You bring your table, come and sit there, sell your goods. In the evening you pack your table and leave the space. Then it will have showers. So at the end of the day, if you choose to bath before you go home, you go to the shower, you bath, and then you dress nicely before you go home. It will have, so the showers are 16, and then it will have water closets, that is toilets. It will have 16 water closet toilets, and so if you want to go and ease yourself, you can go there. Then it will have 10 warehouses. And so there will be 10 warehouses. If you bring your things to sell and you are not able to finish selling, you take your things to the warehouse, they'll receive it, put it in a place for you, and then you can go home and come back the next day and take your goods and continue selling. Then it will have a lorry terminal. So there'll be a place where when you bring your produce, the lorry will bring it, and then you can offload there, and then the truck will go away. So there'll be a lorry terminal in there. Then there'll be another place for commercial vehicles like taxis, trotros, and others. They also will have their place where they can load passengers and bring passengers. Then there'll be a meat shop, a butcher shop for, I saw Nakwana somewhere. Nakwana, 30 of your Nakwana are going to have a place to sell their meat in the market. But the good thing is, it's not only the meat shop, there will also be a cold store. So if some of your meat is left, you couldn't sell it, you don't need to carry it home. You take it to the cold store, go and keep it there. It will keep it fresh. The next morning you come and take your meat and you continue selling. Then it will have a crèche, that is daycare center. So our mothers who go to the market with their children, there will be a small school, like kindergarten, and so you can take your child and leave your child at the kindergarten. They'll look after the child, and then you go to your shop and go and do your work. Then there will be a women's bank. So in the market there will be a women's bank. So when you sell, instead of carrying the money home or carry it on you, armed robbers might go and meet you and take the money. You just go to the bank and then you go and lodge the money there. Anytime you need your money, you go and you cash your money. It will have a supermarket, like a mall. So there will be a mall in the market. And so anything you want to buy, you can go there and there will be a supermarket. There will be 2 restaurants. One will be a VIP restaurant for Haruna and the VIPs. And the other one will be a lower restaurant where the food is cheaper. And that one, you don't expect air conditioning, and you go and say there will be like a chop bar where you can also eat. So we're catering for all types of people. And then the market will have 12 guest rooms. So it will be like a small hotel, 12 rooms. So if you come and you are not able to go home, you can book the room and sleep in the market, and then the next day you wake up and continue your business. So these are some of the items that you will find in the market, but it's going to have very good drainage. So the drainage system will be excellent. The drainage system will be under the market. It will have a biodigester to treat the waste. It will also have solar panels, and so if the lights go off, the solar will keep the lights on, and so it will also have solar panels. Then it will have a sanitation point, and so you won't find rubbish all over the market. All the rubbish, if you want to dispose of it, there's a point where you go and put it, and the mayor will always send a truck to come and carry the garbage away. So that's the kind of market you're going to have. And I believe that Tamale Metro's market is going to be particularly very active because of the location where it is. It's right in the city. And so I'm sure that this market is going to become the nerve center of the Tamale metropolitan area. So having said that, I'll just address a few other issues that were raised. One was raised by the representative of our traditional leaders. We have a profit in two ways. This year, they've been given an allocation of 200 million to the Minister of Agric to go into the market and mop up more excess produce, rice and maize. And so soon you have the buffer stock food suppliers coming and buying some of that maize off you. The intention is to store it so that we can feed it to the secondary schools, the hospitals, the prisons, and then other governmental institutions. When we're coming, we stopped on the Yendi Road. There's a new rice mill coming up there. And we're making an arrangement with Ghana Commercial Bank. One of our sons is there, Farhan. And so at the beginning of the rice harvest season, the company will be giving money to go into the market and buy as much rice as is on the market. And it will be processed at that. When I grew up in Tamale, so I know the Tamale water problem has been a very persistent one. I remember when we were in Ghana school, we used to go to Vitin Dam to go and fetch water, to wash our clothes and to bath. And somebody said Kukuo Secondary School. And then I said to him, I said, Tijivri, we came here in peace. We didn't come for war. And then you are provoking us. So let's leave it like that. So I know what the water problem is like. When we came, we met, Parliament had approved a 277 million euro facility for Tamale water and Damango water. Wait, listen to me first. Unfortunately, because the past government defaulted in the debt payments, we declared that we couldn't pay our debts. If you can't pay your debt, do they give you a new loan? So the EU drew back the loan, and they said they are waiting for the debt restructuring to happen and all that. We don't see any sign on the wall that it will come soon. So I've directed the Minister of Finance that we will find our own 277 million euro in cedis, and we will do the water system ourselves. So I want to assure the people of Tamale, I'm a citizen of Tamale. If I don't do this water, nobody will come and do it. So I can assure you that we are going to fix the Tamale water problem. This new system is going to bring 30 million gallons of water every day to Tamale. While we are about to start the new water system, I've asked them to change the old pumps at Dalong so that we can pump some more water. Some of the pumps are very weak. So very soon you notice an improvement in the water supply, because we're going to put new pumps to replace the old pumps. And then at the same time, we'll be drawing the water from Yape all the way to Tamale South, so that 30 million new gallons of water will be available for Tamale. And I promise you, when the work is about to start, I'll come and we'll call all the chiefs and we'll cut the sword together for the work to begin. Tomorrow, we'll go to the Tamale Hospital to install a machine. They're installing a machine called a cat lab. Tamale has never had it. And so if you had that particular condition, you had to go to Kumasi or to Accra. Today we bought a brand new machine for Tamale. It has to do with your arteries. Those of you who, when you go to buy Mamina's Sam, and then she's stirring the soup, and then you see the oily meat. You see the meat with fat. Three people call it sradia. It's not good for your health, though. But if you eat it, it lines your arteries and it blocks your arteries. And if you have that condition, there's a machine that the doctors use and go into your arteries and open it up so that blood can flow through. Tamale didn't have it. We brought a brand new one and they'll be installing it. So tomorrow we're going there. I wish to assure you our economy is resilient. When we came, we met $8.3 billion worth of reserves. We have built our reserves to $13.9 billion worth of reserves. And so when this Iran, Israel and US war started, people harbored the fear that it will affect the economy. I can assure you the economy is resilient. And so we've not been affected by it. We've even managed to reduce petroleum prices. By now, the cost of diesel should have been 19 cedis per liter. But we've managed to absorb it and bring it down to 16.10 cedis per liter. And I'm encouraged that now the peace talks are taking place in Pakistan, and our hope is that they'll resolve the differences and then we can continue to build our economy. But our economy is doing well. We are almost coming out of the IMF program. It will end in May next month. But we still want to keep the fiscal discipline. It's not because of the IMF. We must be able to maintain fiscal discipline so that we're able to save resources to invest in the things that are important to our people. And so I think I'll leave it here. I want to thank all of you very much for attending. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. The paya, the nanamo nditable, yung wumshango pupiel labarka tangban zolan zangnama. Ncha dango konkozo tiro ku vote president yuma na ko ka temiete modern market share yango ko ka kule tana ampoka pake na tra bepigi yuale. We are inviting now Dr. Isaac to come and give us the closing prayer. Before then, the Northern Regional Secretary, Mr. Mohammed Abdel Salam Bechongunye, Director General Zante NLA, Osanma Professor Hamza Adam Kumbung Pibu Yale MP, Ojinimane Mparipune, Tamale Professor Seydou Alidou Mahama, Tamale Central Member of Parliament Mbala Oji Depune, the MDC Isma Zaha Northern Region Bezaha Inji Choma Tepuya Kapai the Male Honorable Regional Minister Mamang Bechongo, Minister for Energy and Green Transition or Swakana Tijinyango Munenji Chongo Tepuya Kapai Honorable Felix Bechongo Felix Kwachi Government Spokesperson. My madam was here. I can't see her. Lawyer Joyce Bawa Muktare. She has given me a golden handshake on behalf of Regional Communication Team. So Monday, some of you will laugh home by her kind gesture. Thank you, Chief.
So te pam. To dmana un konden yele. Ne na un yibu meyile. Ne sanemi mele. Be mel me karnye yele. Katudman now yibo guli yele wasman kam young gulme ko guluma pa gulugu. Except the Lord builds a house, the labor in vain that builds it. And except the Lord watches over a city, the labor in vain that watches over it. The bonzo tien sula to dumanda awone. Tizawum to President ni yeshama ne to Minister Honorable Haruna ne banza pama Bunyama yela den gasi tibil lapsel non to dumana ununi to kutonya nasara the bonzo tien nami amatibe naza tien lapsela tunshel den tumma non to dumana ununi de yenche karye den tum ka chanvien yelenga chele ka to soto dumana ununi the banna un bi al zandane zongo zawungo to lapsere te jingo nabanga nuni tem passa hashelngo tinin toya Angela won go kata president yurungo pilgu be otuma pilgu halente pa zongo dapsilngo o kparna pon kana tudungo en chang bambla polo en gle te tudungo zaha no nye tun shangadi yen tumte tangban ngo puni nduma na wontini toya agbo dembonum zaha puni hal ti zo pana che ko kana no te son tan pole de yenche kadashe de yen tumda yonu wontangni te tangban ngo puni tinin toya an zo pana ma o yelte tumamani en pilsham ka yel lakshe de yen zan twala tuma ngo puni ama dinan ka bu gatuni nduma na woni tuma wo kuto tum de bo zo te labsir men da nuni na tumtin nasara tuma ma puni mesin men bayan be tuma woni kapinta men bayan biyar ne bande kamun tuma yan biyar puni nduma na won te labsir na nuni lore ni yi lukshe polona ka tuma ma tum te labsir na nuni che ka tuma ma nyedi en non tabata ka dan shebe yan yoli entete tudun ma ne gana zaha na duniya nim zaha tin yel ne tali nyine nyen shir nang le tete nduma tinin to ampuntum de tun shanga takte zo kalan labsir president no nyang zan nga nuni nduma na woni bi yitwe biane besalan kana shiptungone te labsir de ban nga nuni o man ye shezon te gana ma tumori yiko tumodi da lafi tumodi ya ko nyen woni to umpalle dama nyen duma na won mun tumda lega tilan labsir tin na mo nga nuni labsir te lenjima nima labsir te jin toba nga nuni labsir gana zanu nin duma na won nuni duma tuku tamte meyo te parliamentary jin tora honorable Haruna Idrisu nungun kamsa habe parliament ka budbar sawara te labsir bazan nga nuni ka labsir so kam tuntum de kam mun beteng ban won nga nuni duma na won zomba nan bo katiti yiko katem borne te tum katen ban ma chang tunuma ka yiko nye de yem beti sane dembo ka tu sura na beti sane hale ne saharin ka bahagu to duma yi sama siya yulne amen na won na barka no.
Thank you na Isaac Tapaya. Thank you Your Excellency, the traditional rulers in Yabuguchana, on behalf of the chiefs and people of the Tamale area, has donated a bull and 100 tubers of yam to be delivered through the Sanargo JHS boy to come and deliver it. He's from Sanargo, a product of Sanargo JHS. So, Tangban Solan Zanta Kada, Kushi, I couldn't Sanargo Polo. Tapaya. Thank you. Can we have the national anthem now, please?
thank you, Ghana, for doing the watching with us. This is WoezorTV, and this is our live broadcast or coverage of President Mahama's Northern Region Resetting Ghana tour. He broke the ground for the construction of the 24-hour model market in Kukuo in the Tamale. Of course, President Mahama is in a lot. We saw from the earlier broadcast that we gave you, he is on a tour in the Northern Region, and so we are going to see more. But thanks for doing the watching. My name is Godfred Amwafo. Let's meet another time. Bye bye.